had sex, but I feel that'd be grossly unprofessional for the director of the Marshals to comment on.
All right, we're just asking on the comments of your former partner, allegedly.
Absolutely. If you ever want to talk about me strapping a bomb on an EMS, let me know.
Huh?
What?
Goddamn news media, you know what I mean?
Right, of course, of course. So before we get into the nitty gritty, how have you been last week?
It's been, I've been good.
How you finding the Marshals? How you finding things? You know, you doing good?
My summary is there's so much to do that it's actually inconceivable how Gunnar fucked up as bad as he did. It's like,
I think he did it by just not working. I think that's what he did. I think that was the plan for him.
Like, my biggest struggle has been getting, like, you know, like, we haven't even fucking reviewed the SOP. I mean, the good thing is that the Marshals that I fired a bunch, fired Gunnar's wife, fired someone that wasn't showing up on duty, and we told her she needs to be reevaluated because she's been on once and just got hired. So she transferred. Good. Suspended McAllister because he yaps about everything under the moon, which is the antithesis of what a Marshal should do. And then we hired some folks, good, you know, spread of people. So, like, you know, you got like Bobby, who's good with the zombie stuff because it's a little bit too much for me, and some others, but then others who are like good at the, you know, the more nitty gritty stuff that takes a lot of bookworming. So things are coming along. But
well, it's good.
Yeah.
Other things are good, getting moving along and whatnot. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we've made so much progress on the faceless. We found evidence from 5 months ago leading us to a container where they were dropping off the taxes owed by the weapons dealers and like the contractors, you know, their assets. They would go into a thing, and it's wild because it must have been there for months. But just going back and timelining and being like,
how do people miss it?
Gunnar.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
And then prior to that, Dark.
How silly of me.
Yeah. But it was fucking cool because, like, we went down there and we're like, wait, this implies that they moved this crate and there's no record of it being found. So we started looking through where it would have been originally and started looking around, and we noticed, like, sort of based on the clues where it would be, and we noticed this container that was like just open a little bit because they had forgotten to like fully lock like one of the two doors.
Yeah.
And so we contacted the Port Authority, cracked it open, and there was like nearly like $1 million in there. Which,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of money, but, you know, class 2 sales probably stopped about 2 months back. So,
what was that, just left over that they forgot about, you think?
I think there's still some semblance of sales happening, specifically SMGs like PDWs and whatnot, but there's still a lot left to be scraped at to like kind of come to a determination.
Right.
But
well, it sounds like you're making some good progress though. I'm very impressed.
It's been good.
I knew that things would be in much better hands with you. I knew Gunnar was bad. I didn't know he was this bad though.
I feel like a head of a department needs to be willing to protect their people and give them purpose. And I think a lot of folks that have been in these positions cannot do that, right? It's just
it is hard. I think that's one thing that a lot of people, they see like rank, they see the prestige it comes with, but they don't see the inherent responsibility too, you know?
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it.
And even if they do see it, they don't know how to do it.
But Ruth has been a crackhead, you know?
Yeah? She's working good for you?
She skipped her government job the other day. She's not addicted.
Really?
Yeah. So like,
that's not good. That's not good for her. She's gonna get fired. Right.
She was okay. So this is like keep it between us type shit, right?
Sure. Yeah.
We saw Mr. Green. We aggroed him.
Who the hell's that?
They call him the Collector.
Who?
They call him the Collector. You've heard of Mr. Blue at all?
No, I haven't.
So he's the guy that like apparently is around the most around San Andreas. So when people got these cards, like the blue card, that's like his face. And this is the guy that is, this guy personally came and dropped off a USB and like it fucking like in a hangar, and then I saw him fly off, and next thing you know, I see this other dude in a green helicopter almost like asking me to follow him. This is like a day after we found this money crate, and dude just lands his helicopter, does his golf swing, and sets an entire thing of money on fire, almost to be like, we don't give a fuck about the money. It's not about that. It was, I pop open this USB, and in there is Gunnar Kane and Opal in a crate full of weapon parts. And there's like a C4 on the ground and like whatever. This was back when I think they must have captured the 3,000, weapon parts or whatever. And instead of running away, they tried to defuse it. And I'm sitting over there.
Talk.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just run? It's going to blow. You don't need that. It's going to blow up. You know it exists.
Just walk away.
And the title's called Money Trap. And I got this right before they tried to trap my ass. But I was like, I ain't doing that shit. Next thing you know, Luca's up there. He's like looking at this thing. Card falls out. And, we send a vehicle at it. And next thing you know, the thing's on fire. It was like, anyways, this whole thing.
It's fucking crazy. Listen, one time I'd like to sit down and get more up to speed on the faceless stuff and all this, because it sounds like I should know about it, truthfully.
Yes. In fact, today at about 4 p.m., we are going to be preparing for, what did I call the operation? Operation Silent Shepherd. There is a Darkstone operative who was put into ICU from the Vineyard situation back at the end of last month. He's been in ICU, and there has been an attempt to murder him in the ICU. We got sign off from the board of directors to get him released from the hospital and transported to one of 2 undisclosed airports to then be flown out on an AC-120. Like I think it's an AC-120, the big carrier jets.
Get him somewhere safer.
Intel suggests there's going to be snipers at the airports attempting to kill him. In the event he dies, that's Rebozo for their money source, and that could have direct impact on our weaponry. Now, I'm actually putting the operational details together right now. McNulty is going to be running the TAC team. Crane is going to be on his TAC team. We're still figuring out numbers or whatever. And the idea is we just got to get this guy to the plane safely without him getting shot up, blown up, or sniped.
I just was thinking about it. Why McNulty?
So, couple things. He has been involved with the Faceless since like the very beginning. However, around the transition with the new marshals, they sort of started to kick him out, so much so that he had found the Faceless headquarters, but no one had told us.
The marshals like excised him from the investigation.
Exactly. Like it was.
I didn't even know he knew that much.
Oh, he knew so much. Yeah, and so I've been very.
Shit. Sounds like you want someone knowledgeable doing that shit. Then, all right, that's good.
Yes, absolutely. I would have brought in Crane yesterday, but he wasn't around, so I had to, make some moves.
Yeah,
but
it's fine. No, I was more so curious than anything. I just nothing else there. Well, listen.
Do you want in for tonight? It's going to be a 4-hour thing. Don't feel like.
If I got time, absolutely, yeah. If I don't have time, who knows? Apparently, BCSO is falling apart, and it's all my fault. So. I needed to ask you some questions.
Sure.
Some kind of pick your mind on this. I know Maeve already came to you about this, and you told her to talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't really not want to talk to you about the specifics of it. I more so want to talk to you about the implications and kind of where you think we should be going with this. Because basically what I have, as far as I see it, we have LSPD officer committing act of violence that could potentially be criminal in nature and is maybe a rights violation. The guy wants to sue. My question to you is basically, do you think that we are responsible for holding him criminally responsible for that? Like, is the onus on us to push these charges?
On
Do we leave
Peters?
it on Peters? Yeah.
So you mentioned the zombies earlier, right?
Yeah.
I was already fearful that some dumb fuck, unfortunately that dumb fuck is Peters, has created a problem. So I'll paint it like this. The moment the zombie shit started last week, people can't control themselves anymore. That's just the unfortunate reality. And on the first day that happened, things went very well. Ruby led it. I came in kind of late. But then it was told to me that Jordan Ackridge, which I think is vile, if I'm just going to be honest. So I have no reason to even defend her, is my point.
Yeah.
She saw someone on the ground crawling around by her, and she shot him. Turns out it was a cop. Now, the problem becomes that, like, if you're a citizen, if you're not a cop and you don't fucking know, and you think someone's infected and they do it, like, I personally think we need to be somewhat considerate of the circumstances. And we have, you know, what is it called? We have a choice whether to charge them or not.
Yeah, we have a choice.
But they charged her, made her plead guilty under the guise of, you need to plead guilty so I can get back out there. I don't like that personally. But from that moment, with more of these zombie things happening and civilians having to use whatever weapons they've got to protect themselves from the hordes or whatever, that some of them have even gone up to the nudist colony to kind of start their own little things so as to stay contained. But we don't really know when the zombies start and when it ends, right? There is fog. There is some things, but even law enforcement in the realm of an apocalypse may abuse those circumstances.
I agree with you, but my problem is that from what Maeve told me, Peters has removed any doubt that there was any fog in this situation. By calling her and threatening to ocean dump her and harm her and to like sweep the investigation away, it's outside of that realm. You know what I mean? I
100% agree with you. And that's why I say what he did is like one of those, like, he can't control himself things. Because now it's going to make it very unfortunate for every other scenario, right? Because if hopefully he doesn't double, triple down on this, like, but I thought it was a zombie, because it's going to very much muddy the waters with something that's already kind of confusing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's totally understandable when shit like this happens that people are going to make mistakes here and there.
Yeah.
But when you then find out you made a mistake and try to grab the casings before the other person that saw it and then call them up and threaten to ocean dump the person that grabbed them and obstruct justice, like, it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, it's just really just not, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Sounds
I'm kind of like concerned because I don't know like how to even approach this with them, because LSP don't really give a fuck about anything, truthfully, and it's kind of hard to like work with people that don't give a fuck.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I think that some people should not be cops. I think for a lot of the things that we complain about around us, these are the root causes, right?
I agree. But when we start talking about fixing it, it's, you know, we end up protecting people because, I mean, you know, we protect them, and that's not right.
The victim will become the victimized. That's the issue.
Like Maeve, for example, is the innocent of this. She just saw something happen and is doing her job. But we both know very well that as soon as, you know, Pred and co find out that she's doing this, Pred is going to unleash a campaign of hellfire, and Peters is going to start doing a bunch of shady shit, and other people are going to start treating her poorly, and she's going to just get absolutely just dumpstered for just doing her job because, you know, they want to protect someone that did something stupid and shouldn't be protected. I don't know.
It becomes like a... I think this is how I kind of broke it down to her, and is that it's unfortunate. It becomes whether it sucks that she has to make that decision. I think that a police report is needed because we are lawfully obligated to do as such. Because at the end of the day, that individual needs a report, and us not writing it is corrupt.
Yeah, well, we have the report ready and done. It's more so she thinks that he's going to obstruct justice by using the information in the report to harm the investigation, to go after him. And she doesn't know how to make it public. I basically told her he can do that, but we'll see it. And it's a trap, basically. So you might as well just make it public.
Agreed. And I think at that point, she has done her due diligence.
Yeah.
And then if he actually does something, that's when it becomes like serious, right? It may have been an empty threat, right? But you don't want a circumstance where that guy asks for a FOIA and it's like, oh, we didn't write it all, right? That then becomes more serious, right?
Yeah, it's a huge issue.
So hopefully this becomes as simple as, from what I understand, Peter's giving him beer for life or whatever the fuck, which in and of itself is, I don't know what to think of it. If he escalates this, then it's not gonna end well for him. Hopefully it doesn't turn into another Helen situation, quite frankly. But I will tell you this, Angel, I don't have time for those stupid games if they play them. I've already had to rip into Pred indirectly over some shit recently, and I had some very choice words. So if someone like Maeve is targeted over doing the right thing, I will be very sharp about how it's handled.
Got it. Well, I appreciate you having your back on that. I know she's very concerned about becoming the next Ruth. So. Oh,
we're not gonna let that happen.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna let her hurt her. It's not gonna like that because she works very hard, and the last thing she needs is to be given grief for just doing her job. People that should be supposedly having her back, All right. Well, sounds good. I think we can leave it there then.
Okay.
When are you guys meeting up to do your debrief? Because I'd like to potentially be part of that if possible.
Yes, absolutely. So it's gonna be around 4 or 5. Let's say 3:30 to 5, and I'll have a better idea.
What time zone are you talking about?
Oh, Eastern. Yep, Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, 3:30 to 5. Op is probably gonna run anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours. It's hard to know with these things. Some of the details I'm still trying to get figured out, like the unit count, who we're gonna bring in. There will be 3 teams. But yeah, I'll have details in. It's gonna once again be a small team to begin for those who are running the op, and then we're gonna bring the entire squad in.
Sounds good. If I have the time, I'll absolutely love to be there. I know Frost wants to talk to me around then though, so we'll see.
Easy. Hell yeah. Another thing I needed to make note to you, there is a land sale that took place. You're probably going to become appraised to that. I'm trying to stay away from it because it's so brain dead. I don't even want to. Like, I've got serious shit to deal with, like running Sasson. I think she at least heard I'm staying the fuck away from it because it's brain dead.